Hello there, Sam. I just thought I'd show you the last bow I've made. Remember I made you one and sent you down, and then I've made myself. This is the second bow I've made. It's a little bit more powerful than yours. Yours is an 8 pound and this is a 16 pound one. Okay, it's very nice, this one. I've been shooting this a lot up in the loft. It's a little bit stronger than yours. So what I'm going to show you now, I've got some offcuts of pipe in front of us here, and I'm just going to show you how I heat it up and how I form it by squashing it between two pieces of wood. Thought you might be interested in this. This is special pipe, it's PVC pipe, and it's actually called half-inch scheduled 40 pipe. Okay, it's got some writing on it that describes what it is. Unfortunately, the bit that says schedule 40 is taken off this end, but this is what I'm going to use, or I'll use this piece that's got no writing on. And it comes with writing on. I tend to get one of these washing up sponges with the slightly more abrasive wire on it, that by rubbing it backwards and forwards we can make that writing disappear. So we get a smooth one like that. It makes it a little less shiny, a bit duller, but it makes it much nicer to actually use, or it looks nicer. This is a heat gun here, alright, which I got from Screwfix for the princely sum of about £12. And we switch that on and we get some heat coming out. I'll turn it off a moment, and I'm going to put a pair of leather gloves on because it's a short length I'm working with and I don't want to burn my fingers. So I'm going to heat this up, see if you can see it, and as I heat it up, what we should find is that this plastic will go soft. We don't want to get it too hot that we burn it and it goes brown, but if we gently rotate it round and move it backwards and forwards, it starts getting softer and eventually gets soft enough for us to form it into another shape. The PVC pipe is a type of plastic that's called thermoplastic, and it means you can heat it up, mould it into another shape, let it cool down, and it will stay that shape. And then if you want it another shape, you can heat it up yet again, make it into the shape you want, and then allow it to cool down, and it sets again. So that's a thermoplastic. This is half-inch pipe. I'm not quite sure what the half-inch refers to, as all the measurements seem to be all different than half an inch. As you can see now, as we're heating it up, it's beginning to bend a little bit. It's getting soft. Let's see how. And keep rotating it round. I'm still a bit of an amateur at this, so things could go wrong. Let's have a bend. Okay, you see it's getting quite bendy, but I want to squash it flat together, so it's a bit like your bow, because your bow is the whole pipe is squashed flat. They're looking good to me. Keep rotating it. So I've just ever put my gloves on, because my hands are getting a little bit warmer. So I've got an old piece of wood on the table, so we don't harm the table, and then I'm going to squash the pipe about half its length I'm not usually left-handed, so I'm appearing a bit cat-handed. Oh yeah, that's feeling good. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to put that down there, and then I'm going to press on it at that end there. And I'm going to hold it under the pressure of my hand while it cools down. You need quite a bit of pressure to actually hold it. When I was building your bow and my second bow there, I used some clamps, some G clamps, to hold the pieces of wood together with the tube stuck underneath or stuck between the two pieces of wood. So it's just a matter of waiting now. And what I'm going to do when I've formed that bit, I'm then going to melt this bit here, and I'm going to try squashing it the other way, just for a bit of an experiment I'm doing. But you can see, you can get a bit of an understanding how I go about making a PVC bow. It's still not cooled down, it's still a bit springy, because it's trying to go back to its other shape, and only when it's cool will it stay in the shape we've formed it into. I'm gently blowing on it now. See, we can cool it down, and I want it to remain in this flattened shape. How's that? Not too bad, not too bad at all. That's very good, in fact, just what I wanted there. And what I'm going to quickly try and do is do a bit that way now. So we've got one piece flat. Let's see if we've got enough battery left in our, or enough memory in the computer. Now I've cheated a bit here. I've paused the camera for a while I've been heating it up, and you can see now I've got it lovely and soft and squishy. And what I'm going to do in a second is turn that off. I'm going to put that way around and try and squash it that way. Again, quite a bit of force required to just get it down, which is why you need some clamps to hold it. Very good. Just what I want to do. I want to try making a different style bow, perhaps for my next one or the one after that. So this is just a bit of experiment. What I could do with is a damp rag with some cold water on it or something. Okay, well here we are. That's the final bit of cooling down done, and I've got